It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here at S3. And of course, there are some movie trailers that we have to attend to, and the person to attend to them, JB Sebastian. Let's go.
Oh, wait.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's make it happen. What do we have here in your cauldron of movie excellence?
How do you wake up in the morning and greet someone? Do you just turn into a movie trailer?
I do.
It's morning, the sun is rising.
That's exactly.
And call is rising.
Okay, while we won't go there, but we'll go straight into our first movie. So let's just go for it. It's called Breaking.
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to be doing soon.
Breaking.
Breaking, more like it, yeah.
Okay.
So Breaking, yeah, we've got John Boyega.
Yes. John Boyega, and the other name, oh man.
John Boyega, Michael K. Williams.
No, I'm not asking. I'm sorry. I'm just preparing myself emotionally to say Michael K. Williams, dude. Like, dude who we just lost. An amazing actor, one of the greatest actors that we had on television. If you guys haven't seen The Wire, you're cheating yourselves. And Michael K. Williams as Omar around the way, zombie master, just an incredible actor, and this was the last movie that he acted in. John Boyega, though, we just spoke about the King of, good grief, the Viola Davis movie.
Yes, the Woman.
The Woman King, that's right, which he's in there too. So it's good to see that his career is on some sort of up. The trailer being about a true story about a veteran, U.S. Marine who decides to take hold of a bank with a bomb.
All right.
Had the wherewithal, the sense not to put the bomb in a chair. Is threatening to blow him. Sorry, this is a throwback to another movie we spoke about. John Boyega is threatening to blow himself up and everyone who's taken hostage in the bank up with a bomb. True story, like I said. Because the Veterans Association, the government has failed to pay him the salaries that he deserves, and it's about the neglect that these guys face despite the trauma, the PTSD, the way they put their blood and their lives on the line. And so, good grief, the poster is saying the new Dog Day Afternoon, if those words don't mean anything to you. Yeah. That's a strong claim. But yeah, Dog Day Afternoon is one of the most amazing performances by Al Pacino you'll ever see, and they're comparing this. John Boyega, though, watch the trailer for yourself. He really looks like he delivers something very, very interesting.
I'm actually happy for him. I'm happy for him
no,
because
for sure.
he
We love the guy.
attacked the block, and then he got the Star Wars call-up, and then he started progressing from there. And I think that he's always wanted to have this type of opportunity.
Yeah, and there's a guy who has had the bravery and just self-respect to be as outspoken as he was about, Black Lives Matter and these statues falling and all that kind of stuff. And then he said, look, I might be putting my career on the line. Who cares? It's the right thing to do. And unfortunately, there are people who see the sense in employing an actor like this. I want to say real quick, though, when you watch the trailer for yourself and you hear his performance, it really sounds like he's taken a lot in a very good way, not from like a cheesy kind of way. Denzel Washington, Manchurian Candidate. Very tense, like, veteran on the breaking point type thing.
Yes.
Movie's called Breaking. So we'll see for ourselves when it gets a date in South Africa. Nothing just yet, but something like this definitely gets the big screen here too, someday soon.
That's exciting. I've been looking for a movie of this type of caliber. I like that type of.
You loved Inside Man, Spike Lee,
that's the one.
and the thing that this is a human. People start empathizing with him. Not Stockholm Syndrome.
John Q was another one.
John Q was also Denzel.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, these are other trailers that came out this week.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so next one, 13 Lives.
Dude, another true story. You remember this. Everyone remembers this. Every South African, we were all glued to our TVs. Remember when those Thai kids, the soccer team, were trapped in the cave?
Yes.
There's a movie about it now, and it's got at least got a good, strong team behind it. It's not just like a cash grab type thing.
All right.
Ron Howard's directing. Ron Howard, I never used to be super sweet on, but then I saw a movie that most people didn't appreciate, but I gave a lot of love to. Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yes.
Which he picked up the pieces of a broken movie there, and I think he ran with it so well, guys. Ron Howard, shame. Give him the respect he deserves. Beautiful Mind. Most people find that quite sweet and beautiful. Apollo 13 was incredible, so another disaster type situation, yeah.
I got you.
And dude, Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, Aragorn is back.
Yeah, Aragorn. I mean, shade. He was in recently another horror movie. I can't remember the name. It's such a mind. But he's been busy. Don't worry. But it's good to see him in big stuff too. Aside from that, Colin Farrell, who we spoke about earlier, you cleverly brought up Phone Booth. Yes. Now you see some intensity in the trailer, but what's cool about the keep here is you can imagine, and you've probably met people like this, and I'm sure Ryle has too. You meet divers.
Yes.
You meet marine people from the Navy and whatever. They're not necessarily like colorful Hollywood characters. They're flat. They flatline at all time. Otherwise, you're.
I mean, they got protocols.
Yeah. It's like they some algorithm switches on, and the actors look like they bring really the study to that because they're so talented. Dude, Colin Farrell is really good. I've got to give him credit, even if he's been over the top in some things. Joel Edgerton.
I love Joel Edgerton. He is on the radar, on the map for me. Like
you cried watching Warrior.
Yeah, of course I did.
Because I cried and we linked.
Tom Hardy, that
yeah.
was too much. But even just in other movies too, I feel like he's someone that is really on the up. And with Colin Farrell, yes, he just came off The Penguin, but to watch him here is powers.
I'd be interested in seeing the Penguin trying to squeeze through a 5-kilometer cave, I suppose.
No, it wouldn't work on that stature. Nope.
So no, like what could be an amazing gift there for us, South Africa, is going to the cinema, looking at this on a narrow screen, a cave rescue. Imagine the claustrophobia and the the edge of your seat.
Dark cinema too.
Yeah.
And that's what the movie's going to bring. I can guarantee you that Ron Howard's going to bring that to the
5
fore.
kilometers of cave, and I can't wrap my head around it, and maybe Ron Howard's going to help me understand that, because we all remember that intense feeling. Yeah, anyway.
She said.
Yes, and this is the problem, right? Is the story always has to start with, well, when it's coming out of the woman's mouth, the allegation or whatever, it's taken with various pinches of salt and whatever. This is another true story.
Okay.
She said is based on the expose and the finding out, the uncovering of Harvey Weinstein in Hollywood. And it looks like it's got all the punch of, whenever you watch these journalistic movies, oh, man, I wasn't so sweet on the one that had even, jeez, it was Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, The Post. Obviously such a good cast that was, but then it was too sweet. This obviously looks like it's got that raw edge of realizing that journalism's dirty, guys. And there's so much loss of faith in it, but you have to see how the stuff gets made. And so this is what this movie does. Carey Mulligan last was promising young things, so she's definitely taking these kinds of stories to heart, especially as a woman, especially as half the population. Well, hey, questionably more. This is a story that's all close to our hearts because, hey, these people prevail. I just mentioned Mel Gibson earlier. So the story is hot. It's still running, and she said it's going to be the genesis of how Me Too even came to light and how this fight isn't even nearly over. It gives me the feeling of Spotlight with Mark Ruffalo. Intense, like making journalism feel life or death. Sometimes I suppose it deserves that kind of respect. It does, because people don't realize the stuff is messy, it's dirty, it's asymmetric, we're learning as we're going, and the movie looks like it gets into the blood and guts of how that difficulty is made and revealing horrible men like Harvey Weinstein, etc., etc. More work to go. We'll find out 18th of November in SA.
Power right there. Trailers for you, right here with JP Sebastian, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you once again for sharing. And of course, we're looking forward to those coming out. She sets out on 18 November if you're looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to seeing Kino Lee perform again. Here he is.